Hello friends, we're back in our cheap sports cars, but now it is officially winter time. Of course, they are rear-wheel drive cars with open differentials. Nothing about them is set up the way we think is proper for driving in the snow.
Today is an especially important day. We're out here testing our winter tires against our all-season tires on both cheap sports cars. If you move to the mountains and you're really serious about driving any car, it doesn't matter, you need the right tool for the job.
Earlier today, it was blizzarding. Of course, as soon as I turned the camera on, it stopped. What we do have is two small, older, rear-wheel drive convertibles in the middle of the snow.
You're watching Everyday Driver. We make a TV show, podcast,
And YouTube channels helping you find a car you'll love.
This is our second cheap car challenge, and with the help of Auto Tempest, we're doing a year of adventures in $7,500 sports cars.
Subscribe so you don't miss a thing. When people move to a snowy climate or move to the mountains, everybody tells them to buy winter tires. And it seems like a waste of money. It seems like, one more thing to spend money on for my car. Do I really need them? Can I really get by?
Now, all seasons get better and better with every year. They keep making them just a little bit better than they were. There's a new designation of all seasons that's actually called all weather, but you're starting to see all season tires with the triple peak and the snowflake on them. That actually means they're snow rated. All seasons, in spite of the name, typically have been terrible in snow.
To show the differences between winter tires and all seasons, we're going to do a few tests with our cheap sports cars. First up is a moose test, or a sudden swerve in the snow. Then we'll stomp on the brakes, do emergency braking, and compare distances.
We'll call out our speeds and those kind of things so you know. We're going to do winter tires first because it gives you a sense of what winter tires are capable of. And also, let's be honest, we're kind of, as we cut through the snow, it'll make it easier for the all seasons, but you'll get a sense of how this goes. Cutting fresh tracks through snow. Oh no, moose! I missed the cones, just barely missed the cones. Didn't brake. Just turned as fast as I could, and it helped. It helped. It still was a bit slidey, but I did get there. I got understeer, I got oversteer, I got all of it. All right, now we're gonna do a braking as fast as I can. ABS is my friend. Okay, so I was about 30 miles an hour on the braking. I was just over 20 on the moose test.
All right. Oh, hello. So here we are, starting out in the SLK. I'm on winter tires, and we left the parking lot full of snow. I'm coming in to the moose test. Something jumps out in front of you like that, and you need to avoid it. That's many times in the mountains you're thinking about nothing else, and the animal jumps out in front of you. Here we go, 30 miles an hour, hard on the brakes. That was not as good as I'd hoped, to be perfectly honest.
So winter tires don't stop all slide. They don't suddenly create a world where you stick to everything. That's not what happens. But what is interesting is you can be predictable. Hey, look at that. And the car will pay attention, even in very slick conditions like this. This is right at freezing, and we've had a lot of warm days, so the snow is really sitting in kind of a slimy way. So this is kind of the worst of all conditions, and at least the car listens. That's the key thing. Oh no, moose! All right, here we go. And braking. All right, that's my best braking.
Now our tracks in the snow are starting to get worn down a little bit. We're starting to cut down to pavement. Because when you're moving at speed on the road, the animals always surprise you. I gotta go 30. Did I nail it? Did I nail it? I did.
Oh, he killed the moose.
I got it. Come on. That's 25. Hard on the brakes, hard on the brakes. Look at that. I think the SLK did worse than the BMW, to be honest. I think it's a little bit of weight, and I think the ABS is not feeling quite as healthy as it did when it was new. We'll say that.
Stopping in snowy weather is the hardest part. Don't think about, well, how do I get going? Eventually you can get going. The really part you need to worry about is the stopping part. All-wheel drive, front wheel, rear wheel, 4x4, it doesn't matter. The minute you're trying to stop, your drive wheels are completely irrelevant, and now all that matters is sheer grip.
Todd and I are used to driving on winter tires, and there's a level of expectation now that we understand about driving on these tires. You can almost tell, based on how people are driving, whether they're on good tires or not. The confidence level of most people driving on winter tires, it's almost normal. It's almost like they're doing normal driving techniques.
I mean, you can't be a bonehead. You can't just charge around as fast as you would on a sunny day in August. But you can actually come to a complete controlled stop in a car like this or in a huge SUV because the winter tires actually find grip. I'm not even talking studs. If you get ice, now we might be talking studs, but just normal winter weather and snow.
Yes, you can swap winter tires onto your car's standard wheels, but for these cars, we bought winter wheels and tires to do it ourselves. That meant clearing a spot in the parking lot and trying to stay warm.
Somehow I'm letting Paul do all the work. I think that's, I don't know if that's mean of me or genius, but either way.
Then things got worse.
It is now snowing officially. This is nutty.
We have either been so dedicated or so stupid that we decided to actually swap out our winter tires for all seasons in the middle of a snowy parking lot just to show you the difference.
So I am on the Michelin Pilot AS4s now, and I can already tell a difference. That is crazy.
So I'm on Michelin Pilot Sport AS3 Plus, but neither of these are designed to be tires good for the snow. Yeah, wow, everything's quite slidey. Okay, here we go.
Lining up for moose test number 1, I'm going 20.
Oh, we barely missed.
Oh, the shoulder went away. There is absolutely no shoulder to turn in to bite for that turn.
Moose! No. That was, I think I barely missed the moose's nose, but there was tons of understeer. That's sliding a lot easier and not as easy to control. All seasons are not my friend. All right, come on, easy. Let's see if we can get over 20. And braking. Yikes. Okay. I think I did better on braking, actually, but only because I wasn't going as fast because I couldn't get traction.
Can I even get going? I can't get going. Come on, baby. Come on, just gently. Oh. That traction, it's not a little bit of difference. The winter tires are dramatic. The car does awful things when you don't have full winters.
What I'm finding, and I found this with performance tires as well, when you have performance summer tires, those are easier to control when they do slide than your average all season. I'm finding the same situation here on the extreme end of cold. When these slide, it's not that you can't control them, it's just they don't listen as quickly. And so, man, I barely even made that corner.
Yeah, the car won't even turn now. I gotta keep the momentum going here. Can I keep the momentum going? I'm just sliding now. See, there's not even control for drifting. That's amazing.
Easy on the throttle, just over 20, and brakes. Now I'm sliding a lot further now that I got some speed. With the winters on, I was a full car length shorter on my stopping, and I was probably going 2 or 3 miles an hour faster. That's a significant difference.
So these have turned into hockey pucks at this point. It's so cold, and they're so caked with snow, there's almost no point. Brakes, full brakes, full brakes. That isn't bad, but we've started to carve some grooves in the line, so there's actually a little bit of traction here. I'm fascinated by the differences in grip. It doesn't just get slidey, it gets, you can't even turn in. Astounding. I can't even get going. Come on, come on.
I guess the good news here is it's not a waste of time. We are proving that the winter tires are actually better. It'd be a bummer if we'd done all this and the all seasons were just as good. But the interesting thing I'm finding is just the lack of precise control is the big thing I'm struggling with. It slides in all the same places, but it doesn't have any precision. That's gone. I can still get turned, I can still get stopped, but my sense that I'm actually in control of it is maybe halved.
All-season tires, I think, are misleading because this is a season. This is winter. And you have to have either winter tires or all-weather tires, because the all-weather tires, we must acknowledge, are excellent for full snow like this. They were invented for that. It's a lot of work to just change out tires in a parking lot. We get some strange looks, especially when it's pouring snow. But I'm actually glad that we got to experience that and really feel the real differences. I mean, it is coming down right now. If you don't have winter tires, you are screwed.
A quick review of our day. Wow, I can't even speak, my face is so cold. Wow. A quick review of our day. We swapped out 16 tires today, taking our winters off to put our all seasons on to put our winters back on again. And I have to say, I am thrilled to have the winters back on because of the control.
Who does this just for the sake of feeling the difference? But yeah, there was a difference. It's huge. Everybody comes to this parking lot to go drifting. It's really funny.
So I'm genuinely excited to have the winters back on and just be able to play. Car goes where your eyes go. Don't look at the pole. All right, let's do the full dance again. And around the final pole. Yep, for the return home. Okay, that's a good day.
Figure eight's in between the light poles. Gotta keep the revs. What's funny is we're cutting down to pavement, and so the traction surface is inconsistent. There we go, there we go. Now we got some pendulum action going. Ha-ha! She likes to drift. It's just you gotta keep the wheels spinning. Yeah, see? Just to get the pendulum.
This is actually a very easy car to drift with, and I'm kind of surprised. I expected, with the complete lack of steering feel and the open differential, that it would be a little more of a struggle, but it's easy.
You can think of all seasons as 3-season tires. Winter tires for the win. You have to have winter tires. Ooh. You just pulled right out.
If you live in an area that gets cold but doesn't get snow, you might be okay with all seasons. But if you live in an area where you deal with snow at all, honestly, I don't care about your drive wheels. I don't. It's got to have the triple peak and the snowflake. Otherwise, honestly, you don't have near the grip you should, and it can be dangerous.
The difference isn't just the tiniest of amounts, and I kind of feel a difference. The difference in grip with winter tires is astounding.
The other big takeaway here is drive whatever you want year round. Stop being married to the fact that you have to have all-wheel drive to be safe. Stop thinking that you can't have a rear-wheel drive car in the snow. Drive the car you love and drive it year round. Just put the proper tires on it. You'll be fine.
It's fun. Sports cars in the winter. You can do it. Just get winter tires. You're actually more nimble than everything else on the road. Just get the winter tires and keep driving your sports car. Look, I'm saying that to myself as a Cayman owner. Yeah.
Also, tires are not Stop thinking you can drive in the winter the same way you drive in the summer, because you can't. Big thanks to Auto Tempest for being the presenting sponsor of this entire series. We've got a lot more coming up, some more snow adventures, some really cool stuff in the summer, so be sure you're subscribed.
I feel like a tire shop employee. Like a tire monkey. Do your own $7,500 or less search. Click the Auto Tempest link in the video description and tell us in the comments what you've come up with.